Hi, this is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home. I want to talk about accidents and how to deal with accidents when they happen. I'm not talking about an accident with a person or an injury. I'm talking with an accident on a job where they break something or some mishap occurs. This morning we had a mishap. Window company came, they delivered the windows, and they made a turn into the drive here for a job site I'm at, and it slid here and they bounced up and down, and they broke a window and they broke the riser here from my sewer line. And I want to show you the damage that was done and how I dealt with that. Let's go up here and I'll show you. Okay, we are now here at the damage. It was a big, huge window. This is an 8-foot window by about 3 feet, very heavy, and it broke when they were trying to come up the hill in the wrong way, making the turn and sliding off the hill. This window broke. And so what do you do with a situation like this? First off, you don't get mad and start cussing people out, because that just pushes people away. Obviously, when something like this happens, most people feel bad about it. The delivery guys, they felt bad about it. I could tell his head was down. He felt like dejected, and I walked up to him and says, "You'll remember this for the rest of your life. Don't try to take a corner that sharp, and make sure you know you can take it." And so anyway, make a long story short, they helped me load these up here, and that's been a headache on my shoulder. How am I going to get these up here? And we're on a deck up here. We're about 12 feet up. And so they helped me load them up here. They felt real bad, which is something that I was worried about. So I got them up here. So how do you deal with a broken window on a job site? Well, we can't wait for a new one because that's going to be 6 to 7 weeks out, possibly longer. I'm going to try to push it to 3 to 4 weeks. So we're going to install it just like this. And the window company will come and replace the glazing, which is basically they'll pull out all the glass, they'll pull out the flashing here, and they'll install an entirely new glazing. I just have to make sure that when it's installed perfectly square. And the way that you check to make sure something's square is you take a tape measure and measure from to the corner, measure that distance, and then you measure from that corner to that distance, and you make sure you're square, and then you take some other measurements to make sure the sides are perfectly the same length. And if we get it in right, then my stucco guys can come, my drywall guys can come. I can get a 7-way inspection. Insulation is now open territory to start. So there's no reason to let this hold you up. It is a difficult thing every once in a while. And I've seen this happen. I've seen window breakage on job sites more than just about anything. And it may just happen to you if you're not careful. Even if you're very careful, things happen. What I'd recommend is don't get mad at people. My sales guy came out. He was helpful. We loaded them all up there. He even offered to help install the rest of these windows. But I have a particular way I want them installed, so we're going to install these, and I may just get some help to come out and do the rest of them. So the moral of the story is, don't get like the earth is going to come down and oh no, it's going to delay everything. Just sit back, relax, and expect that something is going to happen during the course of construction. I've been on over 100 jobs now, and there's always just something that happens on just about every job. Somebody installs something wrong, something's broken, or what have you. If you're here and you're talking with people, you can work through it. Now, if I wasn't here, all right, they would have just loaded these, and I would have had them up here. I would not have been able to solve the problem. One thing I want to recommend is that there are some labor things involved in the construction of a home. And if there's something heavy to lift and you know you can't do it by yourself, and if something like this happens, if there's heavy hands and strong hands available, grab those strong hands and you utilize them to do something for you. If you just get all bent out of shape and all frustrated and angry, you won't get things done. Try to find help. Try to find a resource to make things happen so that you can get the house built. I could talk forever on that, how to deal with people. If you really want a great book, read Fake Optimists. It's a book I wrote, and it's a book that teaches you the 3 people to hire and the 3 people to fire. And there are people that get in your way and people that cause difficult problems in your life. We don't need to have those. But these kids that delivered this, they weren't being difficult. They were more than helpful. And if I had a big crew, I'd probably hire them because they were more than helpful to make this not so much of a nightmare. We worked through it, just don't get all bent out of shape. This is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home.